but that's recording.
I'm sorry. Sorry, take a seat. Can you run that by me again, please?
I didn't record last week the audio track with Ross. So when I went to cut the video, I had to use the camera audio and it was horrible.
That's so awkward.
For an audio medium like ours, I should know better.
So Dan does another podcast. He cheats on us.
Yes.
It's called...
I cheat with lots of people, but you particularly, yeah.
It's called Direct Advice for Dads.
Yeah.
It's with HBF.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's terrible. I wouldn't listen to it. No, mate, I'm really impressed with the work that you guys put out because you speak to some incredible people.
Yeah, we do. Justin Langer was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, we talked to him about just having girls, and it was like...
As in daughters.
Daughters, yeah, because he's just got more girls. Yeah. It was full on. We talked to Luke Toki this week, actually, from Survivor.
Yes.
Who's got one kid with autism, one kid with autistic traits, and another kid with cystic fibrosis.
Yeah, wow.
But he just gets through life. What a legend.
And who organises the interviews?
Me and Ross.
Right, okay. Where's that effort for this year?
I've got no one for Game On, have I? I've not got one person for Game On.
No, mate, you don't have to. We've got a wonderful team of content creators and beautiful people.
And we've got you. Look at you, you're beautiful.
And me, and I busted. Oh, God, I busted. I'm doing it for everybody. Hey, can I just say a hello and the fact that today's show is brought to you by Australian cloud gaming service GeForce Now! Powered by Pentanet and the Cloud GG portal. Sign up at cloud.gg and complete the beta quest to increase your chances of being selected.
It's a quest.
It's a
beta quest. Yes.
Being selected for the beta play in September, Dan. So the beta play, we're August, that's next month, buddy.
Yeah.
That's next month. They'll start choosing everybody who's going to be part of the beta for this incredible thing, and it could be you. The other way that you can, of course, get involved is becoming a GOA Legends Club member.
Yes.
For a cheeky price of $11 a month, and guaranteed entry into that beta, as well as all of the other cool shit that comes along with just being a member.
Are you guaranteed entry?
Yes.
Because you're a master beta.
Got him, yes. I got it, mate. I got it well good. I would like to say hello also to Lenovo Legion.
Yep.
Our dear friends, Quantum Energy and Nanobytes.
How much good stuff is Hex doing on socials?
God, she's amazing.
Bloody hell.
She's wonderful. We've spoken about her many times on this podcast. I've had the...
You've had the pleasure. Another guest of yours. Yes.
I've had the pleasure of speaking with her.
We had a guest tally.
Yeah.
It'd be you up here.
Well, remember when we had, when we first started this, it was who can get the first free game.
Yes.
But anyway, that's not about that, mate. It's about carrying your mates.
Yeah, it is.
That's
like getting on
about.
your back and just,
carrying
wear an Xbox shirt. Look at you.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, I've got a gaming shirt on.
Do you? What have you got today?
I've got the Donkey Kong one. So
you beauty.
And it's all about.
That's a bloody good one.
Like Donkey Kong.
That's a good one.
Except that I spilt chlorine.
Chlorine? I was going to say, because toothpaste does that as well.
No, it's chlorine.
Oh, that's
It's actually burnt into the shirt.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, just a feature. It's a shirt feature.
Donkey Kong. He's still my favourite Mario Kart character.
Is he?
Oh, 100%. And every time I play the kids, and, because he's so big, he knocks them off.
Yeah.
Goes, Donkey Kong! And they just go, Dad. Because Will goes Yoshi. And Luca goes Peach. It's very, very cliched.
God, I still remember those sound effects, those VO clips.
What a game. What a game. Honestly.
Obviously, you guys are playing, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or whatever it happens to be.
On the Switch, yeah.
But even all the way back to the Nintendo 64, the Super NES. Oh, it's amazing. It's so good. It's so good. God, remember, did you ever play Double Dash?
No.
That was on...
Oh, no, I did.
That was on the GameCube.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like the dual...
The whole... you've got two people on the cart.
Wasn't for me.
Yeah, but anyway.
Wasn't for me.
We digress. Shall we get into some bloody gaming?
Let's dive in!
They go.
Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Game on! Game on! It's gaming time! Excellent! Game on! Game on! It's gaming time! Excellent!
Hello, my name is Pete.
My name is Dan International.
And for the next hour, we're going to bang on about games, Dan, because we bloody love gaming.
And Pete, we love bloody gaming. We bloody love gaming. And what else do we bloody love?
I'm bloody gaming, Dan.
Oh, you got it!
I bloody got there. I dived right in. I dived right in like an Olympian.
We just saved 4 minutes.
We did just save 4 minutes. You're welcome. Yeah. Welcome to you watching on Twitch. Welcome to you watching maybe on YouTube, anywhere else we post this video.
Yeah.
But also to you listening on the listener app and the podcast.
Yes.
Well. Great to have you along. Dan, shall we just kick into gear,
Let's
my
just
good
kick
friend?
right in. Let's just not muck around.
Yep.
Time is of the essence.
So-
I want to talk about bloody gaming.
So
Peter.
here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to our GOA subscribers.
Oh,
This
straight
is
off the
our,
bat.
Straight up, no. So okay, sort of, right? So this is our super secret GOA subscription channel
Yeah.
inside our Discord, which you can get to by going discord.gameonoz.com. I'm just going to turn that sound off. Discord.gameonoz.com, and I'm going to. Oh, look at this. We've already had a couple of our dear members already trot out some stuff.
Oh.
So, geez, I haven't even posted in there, guys. Can we get some
They're doing
questions?
it. Oh,
They're
that's
already
fantastic.
going.
Yep, yep.
So you got
Great.
Blue Streak in there. I'm just going to make sure that is a question. Oh, geez, that's a big question. I don't know about that one, but okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go, hey, guys, this is perfect timing.
Because we're on.
Because we're literally recording the show as we speak and you type these questions.
Yes.
So, at here, can you please drop said questions for the show?
It never fails to amaze me how good your typing is.
Thanks, man.
I would back you against my wife in
Thanks.
a one-on-one. She's a trained
Typist. She'd
She
be bloody good.
She's bloody good. Like,
100, let me get 120 words a minute or something.
I won't lie, it's a little bit of a turn on when you're
Yeah,
watching
I bet.
an attractive woman
Just
type and look like that's like, oh yeah, that's pretty hot,
Wonderful,
right?
yeah.
But I still back you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I'd back myself against it too. She doesn't believe me. We've never done it.
You reckon you could?
Oh,
You'd fly through
100%,
time,
mate, yep.
but you spend all your time in front of a computer as
Yeah,
well,
well,
so you'd
so
fly
she.
through. Yeah, you'd fly through that. But I reckon I was mucking around with this the other night, and I reckon I could close my eyes and redraw the keyboard because yeah, I think I could. Anyway. We digress. I've said that twice now. Don't let me say it again. Fucking hell.
What, regress?
Regress. Thank
yeah.
you. So let's dive into some of the stuff that we've sort of seen floating around. The first one's a bit of a fun one. Right?
Okay.
And I'm bringing this one here because I think that you'll enjoy this.
Oh yeah.
Fortnite has pulled an emote after the animation glitch in it has made it accidentally not safe for work. So this is a little bit of fun, right? And I'm sure you can try this. Danny boy, but Epic has pulled an emote from Fortnite after an animation glitch turned it into a wholesome hug for adults, I might say. So it's meant to be a hug,
Yeah.
but if you do it in the right way and have somebody standing there as well,
It looks a bit
bit
bit like the two parrots I saw going at it today. Two Galahs.
You need to, when you say two Galahs, he
it
doesn't
right
mean
now.
a couple of absolute bloody legends, but like dead set cockies.
Here, the photo's right here. I'll put it up right now. It is, two pink Galahs. I literally
Here's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
We're filming this in front of a green screen.
Yeah. Oh, put it behind. Okay,
Put it
I'll
up
put it
there.
behind. Yeah.
Go.
Okay, so there you go.
Okay.
And literally, I looked up. I've come out of my house. I've looked up, and there is the daddy Galah loving the mummy Galah,
Loving.
and she's bouncing on a wire. And I was like, "That's props to that."
Wow.
So I took about 8 photos, trying not to disturb him. Don't want to interrupt the moment.
Can you title this podcast just a couple of Galahs as well, please? That'd be bloody lovely.
Rooting their way through life. Anyway,
So, this particular bear hug, that's the name of the emote, it costs 200 V-Bucks. It allows 2 players to come together for a friendly embrace.
Yeah.
But crouching just before executing the emote
yeah.
makes for some interesting viewing, for some X-rated viewing.
X-rated?
And thank you to Dat1 Jackalope on Twitter. If you want to go and check out it, the video is there. But it's no longer on Fortnite Store, so you can't actually watch it anymore.
Well,
but here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play it for you.
I'll
good
play it
sir.
on the screen so we can see
Okay,
it.
all right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
this is it.
Yeah, okay, so...
And there it is.
Oh.
Oh, what? Not enough for you?
I didn't miss it. I missed it.
You missed it. Here. Look at these two.
Oh, those. I was looking at the dude at the front.
We're going to have to play it again. Here we go. And there it is.
Oh, oh yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll zoom in on that too in the video so everyone doesn't make the same mistake. I just made a look at the front dude going, what's going on?
Don't look at the dude here. Look at those two over
Behind
there.
there. Okay, gotcha.
So this was part of the Ariana Grande visual
Yep.
concert. Did you watch the visual concert?
No,
Did you
no,
play
no.
Fortnite?
I do. I don't fall for any of that shit, but no. I
don't fall for any of that shit.
Wow, I've got
what does that mean?
don't want to hang out in Fortnite. I just want to play the bloody game.
Yeah, but you get to see Ariana Grande play.
Yeah.
It's Ariana Grande, and you also got to ride unicorns.
It's not my style, bro.
Jesus, that was enough for me to at least load the game. Christ almighty.
Did you load it?
I loaded it.
How long was the update? Might have missed a few.
Oh, no, well, it was I loaded it the other day and then just let it sort of go.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
but it was
good.
5 free shows, August 5 to August 8.
Yeah, there's been a few of those, actually.
yeah.
What a great, I mean...
It's very cool, isn't
especially
it?
in COVID times.
Well, they've had... Marshmallow was he was the first one.
Yeah.
And then they've had a whole...
Did they have David Guetta?
Travis Scott, Kid Cudi.
Sure, they're Guetta.
I don't know if they've had... I can't remember if they've had Guetta. But even one of the Star Wars, the most recent Star Wars trilogy, one of the movies was previewed
the
through
preview.
Fortnite,
That's right.
So,
and maybe that's the future of concerts to a point, especially in COVID times.
well, you can't bloody see them now, can
No.
you? And like, how cool would it be? Especially getting really immersive, being able to put on a VR headset, access these games, and then. Like Ariana Grande has her record company or whatnot has set up a virtual room that's shooting from all different angles and the cameras and the lights and so on and so forth, and you can be there and you could rotate yourself around the concert.
Is there anything that gaming can't do?
Fucking nothing. Like, seriously, we come up with so many amazing ideas. Shut the front door. Hey, we move on.
Yeah, well, this is not great news, but
PAX
sort
Australia
of understandable.
2021 is cancelled, man. Yeah, the COVID pandemic has done it again, second year in a row. Remember we spoke to Luke Lancaster last year?
I do.
And we, are thankfully to the guy. I haven't had a chance to reach out to Luke, so my apologies.
Another one of your guests.
Mate. Indeed. But look, at the end of the day, I gather even if we were to reach out to him, it would be much the same anyway. But we are hearing that it's going to be completely online again like it was last year. So there were different PAX channels, there were different presentations, there was everything that you expect to see on a PAX, except you're sitting at in front of your computer watching it. I can tell you now that Game On Australia will be presenting a couple of panels there at PAX this year again. We'll be doing it online. One of them in particular, which I'm really excited for, is our new message, basically, which is it's okay to just play.
Yep.
So we're going to dive deeper into that with some of the Dear team, Straight Jacket Jim, Natty Rogue,
awesome.
and I've asked if I can be on board that particular one as well, now that I don't have to travel to the eastern states.
Do you remember a couple of years ago, a couple of fresh-faced podcast hosts decided that next PAX we're going to go?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, and then they canned it, which gave us a great excuse because we probably would not have gone.
No, I reckon we would have gone.
Would we have gone?
Yeah, I reckon it's getting to the point we would have gone.
Yeah.
But then...
Because we do promise... COVID. We do promise a lot and we
Well, we do.
fail to deliver.
We haven't done that Nickelback song yet.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't. And it came up again. I've actually got it here.
Well,
I wrote some lines.
But, did you?
Well, look at this photograph. It's one of our cloud gaming ads. Do you see what's in those hands? It's a controller from a different brand. Somebody's just stuffed up, and it's a tweet so it can't be fixed up. I just went and spoke to marketing. They said they're busy. Like that. So I don't know. It's sort of.
Actually, I wrote some stuff too. But yeah.
There. I missed a call.
Did you?
Mustn't have been that exciting a call.
Well, this is the problem, and we were just talking about this off air before we started this podcast about the lack of time and too much shit to do.
Oh, man.
Now,
I reckon it's happening to everybody, right? Like, I reckon everybody's overworked.
Strap yourself in.
Underpaid.
Because I'm winning Powerball tomorrow night. I don't know.
Are ya?
I'm winning the 80 mil, right? I've got to split 40 because I've got to give 40 to my cousin. We've got an agreement. So it's 40 mil I'm getting. And I'm just going to bankroll game on.
Yeah, great idea.
So strap
That'd
yourself
be
in, mate.
wonderful.
It's on.
Imagine that. Like, you'd be the Stephen Bradbury of this this execution. Does fuck all for years and then just comes through with a goal. There you go. And then the rest of Game of Australia's eternity will be spent praising you.
I want a statue.
Yeah, financing Game of Australia. Mate, you bring $40 million to the table, I'll give you whatever the you want. You know that emote we just saw before?
Yeah.
Hey, October 8 to 10, by the way. So that's what it's going. It's going online. It's going to be on Twitch and wherever else it happens to be as well. But October 8 to 20, 8 to 10, and fingers crossed, PAX Australia is back in 2022. In the meantime, if you have purchased tickets to PAX, by the way, you can get a refund. Just keep an eye out on how to be able to do that. Best way to do it is obviously to be following PAX Oz on all of their socials and so on and so forth, and that information will come very, very soon. Very sad. Very sad.
It's just sadly where we're at the moment, isn't it? We joke because COVID, I feel like, for me personally, is, in a lot of ways challenged how I do work, and that's been good. Like, I'm actually spending more time at home. I've done a lot of gaming through COVID, so I've been pretty happy about that. But clearly, you'd want a world where it doesn't exist.
Yeah, you would.
And we can do cool shit like go to PAXs and go to E3s. That's in the bucket list.
Oh, well, fingers crossed. Hey, we move on. There's happiness in the world, and we try to find it when we can in Australia.
Get the fuck... What?
Yeah, I thought you might like this.
Oh, my... Yes!
I thought you might like this, mate. I thought you might like this. Just so you guys know, we have a little PC down here that we look at.
I had that mouse.
Yes, so the Amiga 500 is getting a mini.
Yes!
Console.
Oh, okay. Straight off the bat. Question without notice.
Made by the guys who made the Commodore 64 Mini. Go on.
When I get it,
retro game.
Can I have you over to drink some beers and play some classic old games?
Absolutely, I'd be more than happy to.
It'll be a history lesson. We should stream it actually.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And it'll be Dan the Internet streaming lesson, history lesson on gaming. 16-bit. It might have been 8-bit actually.
It might have been 8-bit.
Yeah, the gaming late 80s, early 90s style, because that thing was the reason I'm here. Well, no, it was actually before that, but the Amiga sealed the deal, really.
16-bit, mate, 1987. Yeah. So there you go. Because you do talk about the Amiga 500 a lot.
Yeah, so my history is, Atari 2600, that's how old I am, into the Commodore 64, into the Amiga, before I found the Super Nintendo.
Yep.
But the Amiga was I was 14, 15, 16, and right in my wheelhouse of gaming. There's so many. Oh my god,
mate, 100%. So let me run you through it.
Yeah,
shall we?
Please.
So
please.
Hit the shelves early 2022.
Yep.
Set you back around about I'd say just over $200 Australian.
I'm going to buy you one.
That's how my goodness! Calm down, buddy. You haven't won the bloody lotto yet. Comes with a nice remake of the 2-button mouse and an 8-button gamepad as well. Nice little decorative keyboard. That's where you're going to be plugging everything in. Obviously, the keyboard doesn't actually work.
Yeah.
Preloaded with 25 games. Now, the cool thing that I really love about this is you can also pop in a USB flash drive and you can load up your own ROMs.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Full WHD load is supported.
Yeah.
As well as classic emulation save states.
Yeah.
So we've got 12 of the 25 games that have been announced so far, right? Can you throw a couple at me? I'll see if you've hit them.
Well, TV, sports, football, and basketball.
Okay, that's not here, but again, I say it's only 12 of the 25, so they might be announced.
Well, this Wings.
No, not here.
They're all the same company. They were made by a company called Cinemaware, so probably not there.
Geez, Cinemaware.
Yeah, they did some awesome stuff. So I'm guessing if none of them are there, then that's not the... Okay, Dragon's Lair?
No, that's not here.
Shit. Hostages?
No, that's not here.
Oh, God. Great Giana Sisters?
No, what?
Great Giana Sisters.
Great Giana Sisters?
Yeah.
No?
No? Okay. No. That's interesting.
I'll give you one more crack at it.
Yeah, all right, one more. Now I'm really delving into the deep dive of my life. Gauntlet.
No. So, look, but that's not to say that they won't be.
No.
But so far, and I'll see if you can sort of remember any of these. Alien Breed 3D.
Yeah, I didn't remember that,
Another World.
Oh, Another World. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And I'll tell you a quick brief story on that. So they re-released it about 4 years ago on the phone.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't the same. It is an unbelievable puzzle game.
Okay.
Unreal.
ATR, all-terrain racing.
Yes.
Now, was that the top-down, like the track?
I think so, yeah.
So you're looking at the
Supercars
track
there?
from the top down. Supercars is not there.
Shit.
But okay.
Yeah.
Battle Chess,
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't play that.
Cadaver,
Yeah.
Kickoff 2.
Oh,
Oh, really?
fuck off. Really?
Yes, it's in there. Yeah. Kickoff 2.
The first soccer game I can recall that actually you could curve the ball.
Bullshit.
So you kick the goal at the goalie, but then curve it and it goes
Oh,
past you.
wow.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Pinball Dreams.
Yes, remember
Simon the Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Speedball 2. Brutal
Oh!
Deluxe. Yeah, I thought you'd know Speedball.
Speedball
I reckon most people, even if they'd never touched an Amiga 500, but most people in our vintage would know about Speedball.
Again, a game that made by the Bitmap brothers from memory. They invented a game, a futuristic game that I reckon you could play. Like, it was a bit of a weird mix between AFL, lacrosse, probably a little bit of soccer actually, because he had to get it into amazing. Yeah,
Mate, you were spot on. The Bitmap brothers, 1988.
Yeah,
It was the original.
amazing game.
The Chaos Engine, Zool. Now these are in. I'm saving one till last because these are in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Zool, Ninja of the Nth Dimension.
Yeah.
And finally, Worms, the director's
Oh
cut.
yeah, I remember
So,
Worms. Yeah.
you know,
I mean,
everybody knows
Worms. Yeah.
So there you go, man. Like, there's some really awesome stuff coming. It's very exciting.
Well, I tell you, if they release that, and I'll put this up on screen,
the TAC2.
The TAC2 joystick, mate, that was my jam. Look at that thing. That was robust as fuck.
It looks
you
like
could
it,
throw that against anything and it wouldn't break. Not these piddly controllers today.
Look at those orange buttons,
I know,
man.
mate. I know.
That is classic 80s orange.
And it was built for right-handed and left-handed.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's amazing.
I'll put that
That's
up on
really
screen.
amazing. So there you go. The Amiga 500 is on
due
the
date?
way. It just said early 2022, so...
Far out. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's made my week, man.
Yeah, no, very, very
Well,
exciting.
Powerball's going to make my week, obviously, but that's a close second.
A close second. Okay, geez, there's a shit ton of questions that have dropped in.
Okay.
Well,
is that all the news we got?
Well, that's pretty much all the news we got.
we want to
that's
debut
all the
our-
news that I really wanted to cover.
Do we want to debut our new segment?
What's our new segment again?
The one about fixing games?
Is it fixing games? Yes, and you can explain it to me so I can remember
Well, it'll
it
start-
while you're explaining it
As
to
we
people.
always do on Game On, it's a very organic growth.
Yeah, no, absolutely it is. It's just evolving things.
So this is going to be the new segment we feel for a while, and we're going to connect you, the gamer, hopefully, with gaming companies.
Oh, yes, of course.
So
Yeah, great.
You can tell them what's wrong with the game,
Yeah, no, I love that.
or how you can improve a game.
Yeah, now, managing expectations, they don't get back to us at the best of
No,
times.
they don't.
So,
But we're going to put it out there.
We're gonna put it out
We're
there.
going to create these as
Yep.
separate YouTube videos from this clip.
are we?
Yep. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. And put them out there and tag them and go, hey. So I'm going to start with my example.
Right, okay.
Okay.
What's your example?
So, and I know I'm already going to lose you when I say golf game. But
I'll stay
it's
with you for this one.
famously, through the history of Game On, it's known that I love my golf games.
You love your golf games.
And I'm hammering PGA 2K21, which in all ways and means is a pretty good golf game. I'm really enjoying it. I'm still playing it almost a year after I bought it, right?
Okay.
But it did this thing on the weekend. You play the season, and it's a full season, you know. A game, I only play 2 rounds per tournament. So a tournament takes about probably 20 minutes investment. And there's probably 60 tournaments.
Geez, that's pretty good, like
That's
20
good,
minutes.
right?
Yeah.
So a season can take, if you're playing every day, a season probably takes 3 weeks.
I think, I just, sorry, because you've just made me think of something really quickly. We'll come right back to it. Like, are there any golf games where you're allowed to toggle a setting where you can walk to the next shot?
Well, actually, Mario Golf.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's a game mode where you hit the shot and then you got to run like this with your
Right,
your
to get
Joy-Con.
to the next shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
No, there's not the one you just skip through.
Well, that's what I'm thinking in terms of that's why it's 20 minutes. isn't it?
So I've played this season. I've played with, 'cause this one. The settings are really customizable, so you can actually literally set by stroke limit how much better you want the other opposition players to be, right? Yeah. And that's, to me, when you're playing a season, you know you're really playing against the other computer players in the tournament, right?
Sure.
So I've had this season where everything's come. It's where this game. What's what I love about it, because I play golf, right? As you know, I've been off a sort of single, low double digit handicap for 30 years, right? So around the 8, 9, 10 mark.
If you do say so yourself.
If I do say so myself. So I understand, and what I love about this game particularly is that it does replicate the proper game of golf, where you can be hitting it really well, but then you have this weird thought process in your head, and then you shank the next one. And
well, I do that playing real golf anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Because we've got in the studio here at the radio.
Oh yeah, the putter. Yeah,
we've got the putter, and this is what I do. Like, I know I should follow through.
Yeah.
I know I should follow and just keep the straight line.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I'll get to just that last little bit, the last millimetre, and think, oh no, I'll just cock my hand a little bit.
Yeah, and then you miss it.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
So this game replicates that feeling on a golf course really well, and that's what I love about it, right? But I had this season just gone where I dominated, and I won about 8 tournaments. I was in this game. You actually go into a final called the FedEx Cup, and then the top 30 from the big pool of tournament players go into this big final. And I'd won the first 2 to get to the final of the FedEx Cup, which is this called the Tour Championship. And they've decided to nerf me. So, and it's not even just nerfing me. They've the opposite of nerf. What's the opposite of nerf?
Buff.
They've buffed the fucking course, right? So first hole, drive down the middle, put it on the green, and it lands, and then just rolls backwards. Like literally lands at the end of the green. And rolls.
He's doing too well.
Right?
Just push the ball backwards.
So I've gone, okay, so I've chipped it, and it went up and rolled back.
Yeah.
I had a 13 on that fucking hole, right?
Oh, wow.
So what they've done, 2 things, right? They upped the wind by 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
On average. And every fucking green was like the hardest setting. So here's your message, 2K21 or 2K. Fucking don't make the course harder, make the opponents harder. That will make the game much better.
Yeah, okay.
And
so you can't set, and forgive me because I don't play this game. You can't set.
You can set it.
The opponents at max level.
Well, you can, and I didn't have them at max level, but I had them at a level where I was competing with them, right?
Yeah.
But they've decided to make the game harder. They've just buffed the whole fucking course. So every green had slopes like that with the red. There's green for not much slope to red.
So how does that affect the players you're playing against, the CPUs?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think it does.
Right.
So they were still shooting -2, -3. I had plus 28.
See, because what
plus 20 fucking 8.
What would be interesting is seeing if you could go with them in terms of shot for shot, land for land.
Oh, 100%.
And seeing what happens with the ball, you versus them.
You can do that when you play people online, but you can't do it with the actual computer, right? Which is what I generally play. Now, 2 things, right? 1, this for any golf game. Don't put the crowd and just have them doing that. They only clap once you've hit the fucking putt. They're not doing this when you're lining up for your shot, right? So get rid of that. Animate pretty
you fat bastard.
Yeah.
You fat okay.
Second, and this is probably for any sports game, but particularly for golf games. Golf's a confidence thing, right? I loved about the old Tiger Woods game that this company can't pinch. But when you'd hit what the computer knew was going to be a shot that was going close to the hole, a heartbeat started going, dum, dum, and it slowed down. You're like, oh fuck. And it either was going to go in or go close. So always like, oh my God, that's great. Yeah, it built that anticipation. That's an awesome idea, right? And they should reintroduce that.
Yeah.
But at least make it that they should make it a confidence thing. Like if you have one bad hole, they should make the next hole that slightly bit harder to play until you turn it around and get your confidence back, because that's how golf works.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. 2K, you're welcome.
You're welcome,
and that's
2K. That's the segment. All right.
So we will invite people.
Yeah. To give us their hot take on what needs to be
What's the game you
improved.
play that you reckon you can improve with 1 addition?
Okay, all right.
Have you got one?
No, well, I think you've given plenty, right? So I mean that with respect. I think you've given plenty. I don't want to go over the top of that.
Well, have a think about it.
But I will certainly have a think of that, because I know that there's plenty of things that I've played in game. Actually, you know what? No, fuck it. I'm giving you one.
Go.
Right? Here's one thing, and I always wanted this to happen as a kid. In Super Mario 64, why couldn't you ride Yoshi?
100%.
You found Yoshi.
100%.
He was up there. You got your 110 stars, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you let us ride him?
Yeah.
For me, as a kid who grew up playing, your Yoshi stories and your bloody Super Mario's with Yoshi in them and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It was such a tease.
Yeah.
It was, and the thing is, I don't want it in a mod.
No,
Because, you can make it, but it means that, it kind of takes... Don't get me wrong, I have appreciation for mods. I really do.
Yeah.
I love what mods bring to games.
Yeah.
GTA 5 in particular, absolutely. Mods have done some cool things and taken that game to
really
new
cool
heights and great places.
Yeah.
But there's something... Maybe it's the traditionalist in me. There's something special about it just being a part of the game and an Easter egg that you find, and it hasn't taken somebody to build it. It's there and you found it.
The lost art of the Easter egg.
Yeah, well, it just... I don't know if games are too complex now.
Yeah.
Because Easter eggs... Easter eggs, these days tend to be... Like, if you're a mad fan of a particular franchise, or if you're a mad fan of a gaming company in their history, then you might find some of their old titles littered through. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, for me, an Easter egg, like finding Yoshi on the rooftop of the castle in Nintendo 64 Super Mario, that was an Easter egg. Like, that
100%.
was cool.
Banjo-Kazooie, all through each iteration of it, there's connections to the other game.
Yes, yeah.
Unreal.
Well, the ice key.
Yes.
Yeah. Like that's an Easter egg. But
that.
like if I could give you one improvement, Nintendo, for Super Mario 64, it would have been we found him great. Let me ride him around.
All right.
That would have been cool.
So we'll start putting these out. We invite them in Discord,
and we'd love to hear yours. Like that's the thing. Like you,
correct.
Yeah.
That's
so
what.
keep an
That's
eye
exactly
out for it.
because we know,
and we'll read them out.
and I actually, if gaming companies are watching this, and we all know they do.
Yeah, we do.
This is your connection to gamers playing the game. Like I would always wanted to be when I grew up, and still want to be, a game tester.
Yeah,
because
okay.
I reckon you and I would kill it because we're creative. We bloody love gaming. We know that, and they're the kind of people they need to come. You know what this thing needs? Crowds that don't fucking clap when you're lining up to have your shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not golf.
Yeah, that's not golf, mate. That's not golf. Jesus Christ.
Get it together.
I like it. Okay, should we jump into some questions?
Let's do it.
Before we wrap this puppy. This is from our GOA subscribers in their very super secret subscription channel area inside the Game on Australia Discord. Discord.gameonoz.com. It's open for everybody, but our paid members, you legends.
They go... It's like the All Access Pass.
Yes. Oh, God. I've been toying with the idea of changing the name. I know I do that, right?
Yeah,
but
you do.
I mean, like Goa Pass has for a little while sat in the back of my head as something that's quite cool. But anyway, that's for a discussion at a different time.
Looking out my back door.
Looking out my back door. God, the harmony on that as well. God, amazing. God, we got to get another song done, man. We really have to. Hey, this one from Blue Streak. Name one game you can jump back into after a long time and instantly remember the controls and the story point you're at.
Oh, what a wonderful
Great question. I love a little bit of nostalgia.
What a wonderful question. Call of Duty.
Call of Duty?
Yeah, any of the Call of Duties.
Yep.
Yep.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
3D.
Yeah.
For me, Duke Nukem in particular, and I don't know if it's that... I don't know if it's it's kind of like, they say that your most memorable song or the song that shapes your life or whatever is the one that is a big hit when you're 15.
Yeah.
14, 15.
Yeah. And
And I guess for me, Duke Nukem 3D was a big hit for me when I was around about that age.
What was your song?
What was my song? My song was Blue, Dubba D.
Oh, okay. Mine was probably It's Raining Men.
It's raining men!
Woo!
Hallelujah! It's raining men! Hey, God, so good. So for me, that's the game, Duke Nukem 3D, because I know, even just sitting here, right? Yeah. I know inherently every nook and cranny, and I could just jump straight back into it, and I could,
All right, I'm going to reverse Blue's excellent question. What's one game where you struggle every time?
Well, I had this recently. I've had this a couple of times recently. Hollow Knight.
Oh, okay.
For me is a game where that's happened. In fact, so I started playing Hollow Knight, which is a great platformer.
Yeah.
And I started really getting into it, and I played it solidly for about 6 weeks. And then for whatever reason, had to jump off it. Now, I came back to it about 3 months later, turned the game on, and went, fuck. I don't know what to do
And you know what it's bad? And I've done this. You go, I might as well play the tutorial again.
Well,
because I got no idea.
Well, I went back to the beginning. I erased that game save file and just started again.
Which is fun too.
Shit.
Mine would be, and this is probably more an indication how shit I am at it, Super Smash Brothers.
Really?
I always fucking forget. And my kids...
Forget what, though? It's a fighting game.
But I'm a button masher, and my kids school me. No, when the power-ups come down, I always say, how do you pick them up again?
Oh, God.
Will goes, oh, Dad! Hey, absolutely.
You're so old.
I mean, for any parent out there, and I know most of you probably don't have kids yet, but when you do, there will be a sad moment in your life when you stop letting your kids beat you, and you actually try, and you still get beaten. And mine's Super Smash Brothers, which is sad.
Now... SGDQ, which is essentially games done quick. It's summer games done quick, and on speedruns. This is from Straight Jacket Jim. Wrapping up recently, what game do you think you can finish the fastest? Now, I have a great story about this, right? And this isn't so much about games that I can finish the fastest, but this is me feeling like I was actually on speedrunning before it was cool.
Okay.
And the reason being is because I'm going to go to the GameCube here, and I played Super Metroid.
Oh,
now,
wow. What a game.
Sorry, not Super Metroid, Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
And
I love that game.
I remember, because it was the hot game. It was the game that everybody was playing. We'd get together in the schoolyard and we'd trade things about the game and so on and so forth. And I reckon I knocked that storyline over in around about, 19 hours. I blitzed through it. And... my mate got it before me. It took him a couple of weeks, and then I got it that weekend and finished it and came back. And he was like, "So what do you think of the game?" I was like, "Well, I've knocked it over already." He's like, "Whoa, that is fucking quick!" And 100% clear as well. So
100%.
Yeah, 100% clear.
Far out.
So
awesome.
I feel like that might be my answer by virtue of that particular story.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things I've ever seen is a Portal run where I was there watching it. It was actually something we organised for a massive 27-hour telethon event.
Yes.
This is when we used to do the flag test Twitch for telethon.
Yeah.
And we had a local... He's a Perth speedrunner.
Right.
And he knocked over Portal. Actually, I'm just going to tell... You tell yours...
All right. Mine's...
So I'm just going to find some stats.
Is my current game, PGA 2K21. I play that game really quickly. But there's a funny little story about this. So when you go play online, this is actually another thing for 2K. Make your online section easier to play with your mates. When me and Ronald P. Corbett, ding, we both have to navigate to the same part of the menu and hit connect game. I can't start a party and invite him. That's weird, right? Anyway, but we played these two dudes from England where what you do in PGA 2K when you hit your shot and then you hold down Y and it speeds up the shot so you can get to the next shot. These dudes, on every shot, because it's alternate, right? So I hit my shot straight down the fairway. Then this dude started, and we were playing alternate shot, actually. So Ronnie had the next shot.
Yeah.
This opposition player went like this.
Ding. Just back and forth with his hands.
And then about on the 10th one, he goes... right?
Yeah.
And then I went, oh, okay. Very funny. So then Ronnie hit his shot, and then the next dude, same thing. So after about the hole that should have taken a minute and a half took about 6 minutes because of these dickheads, right? So, and they beat us. They beat us that hole. And they beat us the next hole. So we're going to lose the game. So I said to Ronnie, right, we're going to take the piss here. So you get a 2-minute allocation. So they hit their shot. And I got up and I went. And I did that for 2 minutes. And then when I hit it, I went like this. So then Ronnie gets up. Same thing. They ended up quitting out. Rematch, yes, we win.
Christ.
Anyway.
Okay, now this is stats. So the current... So this is for Portal 2, sorry. So the current world record holder for Portal 2, with quick saves on and on the platform PC, 57 minutes, 57 seconds, and 17 milliseconds. That was set 7 months ago.
Oh my God.
A day ago, somebody almost got there with 58 minutes and 3 seconds. Now, at the Flak Test Twitch for Telethon, which was, Jesus, going back.
3 years? 2 years?
Yeah, maybe 3 years.
2018 or 19?
Maybe 3 years ago or something like that. The guy who was playing managed to get through it in, I think it was an hour and a minute.
Oh.
So I mean that had put him up there.
Well, there you go. It's like
Well, I don't know. He's not there, but because it wasn't like a officially sanctioned speed run that was recorded.
Well, an hour and a minute.
Like that. Yeah, but that's not him.
No.
All in 16th
but that's
place is not
six,
him.
That's what I'm saying,
But that puts
16.
him inside the top 20 in the world.
Yeah.
So it was pretty extraordinary.
Isn't that cool? You know, gaming not only has categories for being the best at it, but also the fastest. I love that.
Yeah.
Like, you might not be the best at the game, but you can get through it the quickest. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
no,
an
I think it's so freaking cool. But the training that these guys put in is absolutely insane.
But we're at a place now where that training, you know, if you've got a bit of presentation skills behind you, or, you know, you're playing a game that people are interested in, you can do really well. That training can pay off if you get enough Twitch subscribers. And, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Look, there's a heap of other questions here. There's a couple which I actually have to do some research on. So Mercury has said, you know, with streamers like Yasuo somewhat stepping away from the gambling meta on Twitch, and others like Trainwrecks TV continuing to stream that kind of content, do you think that the drama and hype around it is dying down, and that this will eventually become the norm? Not at the top of Twitch, not at the bottom, somewhere in between. I've got to do some reading into that, mate. I'm sorry, because I've got to have a look at gambling meta.
Holy
a great
shit.
question. Kaiju Kai's asked, what's an upcoming game that you're excited for? Also, what are your thoughts on all the new video game movie adaptations, especially with the news that Idris Elba is voicing Knuckles in the next Sonic movie, Sonic 2. That's so cool. Who is someone you'd like to see play in a video game movie? Lots of questions inside the question. Can I just tell you, I can wrap this up in virtually 2 words.
Okay.
Free Guy.
Yes.
So this is the Ryan Reynolds upcoming flick. Now
What a wonderful segue.
This is what I like about
Because this week's the week.
This is the week. This is what I really like about this particular movie, okay? So, what are your thoughts on all the new video game movie adaptations? What I like about this is it's a video game movie adaptation, but without taking the linear version of it. So taking, going, Sonic, thunk, we're going to make a movie out of Sonic. Like, this is telling the story of the character that we all know and love, who virtually doesn't ever have a storyline of his own, but is so important to the game, and that is the NPC, the non-playable character. So in terms of that, you know, thoughts on your view, I'm really excited and looking forward to this particular movie, because I think it's a great way of doing a video game adaptation, but having creative license and freedom. You still get the positives and the benefits and the awesome shit around, you know, being able to see all of the Easter eggs inside that movie that will no doubt be there. I don't know if know if you've seen some of the movie posters that have come out for it, but like, it's got, you know, the Free Guy character that he plays, Ryan Reynolds, and what they've done is they've done movie poster adaptations of Free Guy as these games. Like Super Mario 64, for example, it's Free Guy, you know, 21, because it's 2021, you know, and there's him, and he's flying high atop the, you know, the cityscape with the fucking wings, in his head, you know, like that sort of stuff.
Love it.
One for Animal Crossing, they've done one for Doom, done one for, there's heaps.
They just sit there?
They haven't, I don't know. That would be a very cool one for them to have.
Hello, we're here, guys.
Yeah, 100%.
That's almost an episode.
And look, I'm happy. It is almost, and we've been talking about doing these special deep dive episodes. I think maybe that might be. Maybe that's one for Inspiring next week.
Yeah, okay.
But he said, you know, someone you like to see him play in a video game movie. I mean, I'm going to pick Ryan Reynolds, because I just think it's a really cool thing. And it does come out this week. And also, by the way, quickly while I'm onto it, Straight Jacket Jim's interview with Laserbeam, one of the world's top Twitch streamers, Australian guy. He's the tradie we all love on the internet. Straight Jacket Jim caught up with Laserbeam one-on-one to talk about his role in the movie. He's one of 10 top streamers that are in this movie. And you're going to see that right after we're done here. Here.
So stick around.
For Free Guy.
Yes.
Sorry, you were saying something.
Oh, no, I wasn't. No, I would love to do a whole deep dive on that.
Okay, so we'll hold that then. And then finally, Gamers asks, what are your guys' takes on companies making and selling high-end premium retro consoles like the analog Super NT to the Mega SG? I have the Super NT, while expensive, it's worth the price to play SNES games on my 4K TV. I've got a very simple, answer to this.
Yep.
Right. I'm going to be blatantly honest here. The NES Mini is shit. It's terrible. It's all the games you can get elsewhere. All the games, you play them once, you have your little nostalgia hit, you've probably had enough. But you know what? Every time I walk past it and look at it in my cabinet, it fills me with a sense of joy.
Yes.
And as far as I'm concerned, with this particular thing, there's no politics around it. If it makes you happy, that's all that matters.
Correct.
And mate, that
100%.
rolls back into the whole message we're pumping this year.
Yep.
It's okay to just
It's
play.
okay to just play.
It's okay to just enjoy the shit that you love to enjoy.
Yep.
Who gives a shit if, it's not quite shaped the way that it should be? Or there's better ones out there. People who go, oh, it's not a retro pie. I don't give a fuck. It makes me happy, mate. And that's good enough.
And that's
for
all
me.
that matters.
That's all that matters. So there you go, Gamma.
Buddy, well said, mate.
Thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Shall we piss off?
We should piss off.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Jacket Jim.
So Straight Jacket Jim with Laser Beam is up next. Enjoy that. And then he is back for Nuts and Bolts on
Mate, it's
Wednesday night
the
as
Straight
well.
Jacket Jim show, and we
Bloody
love that.
By the way, before we go, we'd like to thank all of our good friends,
Yes.
Quantum,
Yes.
Nanobytes.
Yes.
We'd like to thank our dear mates Lenovo Legion.
Yes.
And we'd like to thank GeForce Now, powered by Pentanet,
yes.
for supporting today's show. If you want to experience powerful, real-time cloud gaming in Australia this October...
And why wouldn't you? This October, that's 2 months away.
It's 2 months away. Register your interest at cloud.gg. Don't forget, as we mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, that the beta quests are up there. They're ready to go. You register. You should be doing them. You should be getting yourself ready to be chosen as somebody who's going to be able to dive into the beta first. And they're going to start looking at people in September. So very exciting.
Exciting, man.
Very, very exciting.
That's awesome.
All right. That's it from us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend in games. And as we always say, Dan,
Don't forget to save and check out Straight Jacket Jim. Yes!
Hi everyone, my name's Straight Jacket Jim from Game On Oz. We're here today to have a chat with Laserbeam about the movie Free Guy coming out, releasing in most Australian cinemas come the 12th of August. Laserbeam, how are you today?
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
Oh, not too bad for a Monday. Bit chilly over here where we are, but getting there. But for you, man, this must have been an amazing experience being involved in a movie just like this. How did you come to be involved?
I think I was just sitting in my spare bedroom making some Fortnite videos, not doing anything special. I don't know, it's never felt much different for me just sitting around making videos. But then I think they really wanted to make the movie as authentic as possible. So they wanted to get some genuine gamers and YouTube creators to add that layer of authenticity. And for some reason, much to my surprise, I still don't understand why, I was mentioned in that group and they reached out and I didn't get why me, but, they were all really, really lovely and really, really respectful. I flew over to the US to film it and I could be dreaming still. I don't know. It could all be fake. I don't know. I might have to slap myself a little bit,
I don't think you're dreaming. I think it's looking amazing. And you say you don't know why they picked you, but I think your millions of subscribers would indicate otherwise. And seeing not just a streamer, but an Australian streamer involved in something like this is just amazing from this. And I was going to ask you about the filming process because I was curious. If it's one thing that working from home has shown us is that the streamers are very, very uniquely set up to actually do that with all the video recording equipment and everything that we've got. And I was wondering if they did actually take you over to where they were filming or if you did some local recording just to sort of give it that more, streamer done at home flair.
I think definitely some people filmed in their own setups. I think I just sort of jumped at the opportunity to be able to go over to a big film set and see all of that and experience all of that.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, I mean, to me, this was just there's probably never going to be a movie that asks me to do anything again. So I'm I'm going to enjoy it all, But yeah, so I flew over there. I think they do their best to like recreate the setups that we had at the time to make it genuine. Mine has changed like 80 times since then because I constantly change things, but I still think they did a good job with that authentic feel. It's also like that's the whole movie, right? They sort of, ask questions about everything to make sure it was authentic. They like allowed me to change my lines a bit so it sounded more like me. And, I got input on everything in regards to what I was wearing and all that sort of stuff. So I think they still focused heavily on that, even on location.
Yeah. That's amazing. And it's such an interesting movie to be a part of as well. So for those that haven't seen the trailers, why haven't you? Go and watch them now. Free Guy's about Ryan Reynolds' character Guy, who's an NPC in the Free City game. Oh, sorry, my light's just... I'll worry about that later. But yeah, so he's an NPC in Free City, which is a big open world video game in this movie, and he discovers that he's a character. Like he didn't know it to begin with. He's just doing his thing in his bank, and then all of a sudden he pops one day when he meets Jodie Comer's character, and it just goes from there. And it just seems like such an amazing thing, and just getting that self-awareness of what Guy must be going through.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely a very unique movie. It's definitely a very it's a roller coaster of a movie. That's the only way I can really describe the experience of it. I think that it makes you question, what happens to NPCs and like, what happens when you turn off the game. Yeah. Like, man, if they all start becoming real, like, we got some questions.
That's a little scary. I play a lot of Mario myself, and I hate to think if all those Goombas started jumping out of the
on
TV
their heads
screen.
And stuff.
I would not be in for a good time there. I'll tell you that. But yeah, the movie itself. Have you had a chance to see any of it at all?
I did see it. I saw it a while ago, but I was really hoping to, really experience it in a movie theater, which might not be happening because I'm in Sydney. But we'll see how we go with that.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough to be over in Perth myself, so
okay.
I'll definitely be popping in to see this next week. Next week, yeah, 12th when it comes out. So it'll be amazing. It's one of those things I think you have to see it on the big screen. Like there's some movies that you can go, yep, that's okay. I'm happy to watch that on my TV, whatever home cinema you might have. But something like this, I think it's got to be a spectacle. So a cinema is a must.
It's definitely like a blockbuster movie. It's definitely like the visuals. Like I didn't get to watch it. I was watching on a little laptop, but which I still loved it. But like I could only imagine how like insane it would be, seeing it on the big screen. So I definitely agree with you there.
So, and I think I would be remiss of me not to ask this, because our community here at Game On Oz has a lot of streamers in it, and how often do you get access to a streamer of your caliber? And I do think I do want to ask if there was just one thing that you could suggest to any streamer, what would it be to just generally improve or to let people enjoy their streams more? What would it be?
It's tough because there's so many different niches and things, and like certain people have certain advantages and stuff. There's no one path for everyone. I think the best advice I ever got was from someone who I used to really enjoy watching. And all he said was, you just got to start. Everything you make initially is going to suck. But it's like running a marathon. You can't focus on the end of the race. You got to focus on those first steps. And even if you've been doing it for a long time, you've still always you got to focus on the passion of it and always try to be improving, so that one day, if you get lucky, it is luck. It's unfortunately not everyone can do it, but there is such a broad scope of niches and content creators that there is thousands of opportunities. You just got to keep working, keep learning, even if no one's watching, and keep grinding, keep like figuring out ways to improve quality. Like, yeah, you just got to keep going. You just got to keep grinding, keep learning. Because I don't think it's ever, who's got the fanciest camera equipment. You look at XQC, biggest Twitch streamer on the planet. Man still uses a webcam. Like, it's not who has the best microphone. Like, plenty of YouTubers and creators scream into a headset mic,
Yeah.
So there's something to it, you find your niche, constantly keep working. Never assume you know everything. Never assume your content's better. And why am I not blowing up? Like, my content's so good, but it's like, it probably isn't. It's probably not what YouTube wants. It's probably not what the audience wants, you know? The algorithms on these platforms are insane. So if you start making those good videos on the topics that you should be making them on, that fit your personality, over time, YouTube will find the audience. Like, you know, TikTok will find the audience. Like, it's the way they're created. So,
yeah, that's very good advice. And I've always said, if you enjoy what you do as well, then that really helps, and that
it
always
has to be a hobby.
Shows through.
It has to be a hobby, and you can never think, "Oh, I'm going to make tons of money being a YouTuber. That's why I'm going to go do it." It's got to be just because you love creating. Otherwise, you will burn out and you will give up before you ever get anywhere. 1,000%.
It's a bit like being an actor. Like, when you start off streaming or acting, you're always going to start off very low down, but it's only the people that are right up the top end that get that. But I want to say thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
It's been great to have you, and looking so forward to seeing Free Guys when it releases to most Australian cinemas on the 12th of August.
Very excited for everyone to see it, and thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Game On Legends.
Yes.
You have found us. You are here. You are watching our shit. Sorry. No, look, if for some ungodly reason you do really love it, click subscribe. It means that you get notifications and stuff when we upload more of this gear. So, yeah. I mean, that's really it.
We have a heap of stuff going up all the time.
Yeah.
So make sure you don't want to miss any of it.
I mean, you know, it won't put food on the table. We get that. It's not going to earn you money watching our things. It'll earn us money. We're not even monetized yet.
No, we're not. That's how bad it is.
But, I don't know, mate. Just do us a solid, I guess.
Please.
Cheers.
Cheers.